didn't see you there. Happy Halloween. I'm Jordan and you're not. And today I'm going to review the original Carrie. Now, Carrie is probably one of my favorite horror films of the 70s. Like, my top three from the 70s would be at least Halloween, Carrie, and Dawn of the Dead, in that order. So, I saw Carrie in probably the 5th grade, and during her prom massacre, I had chills. And then I saw Carrie 2 when I was in 5th grade, and then I cried. I'm dead serious, I cried when I watched Carrie 2. There's a part... You know what, that's another review for another time. Let's not talk about that. Okay, so Sissy Spacek plays Carrie White, and she is great. She gives a great performance as Carrie. I felt really sorry for her. And the whole film is really tragic, actually. The music that they play, it's so sad and melancholy. Melancholy. Wait, that's what Megamind calls it. So yeah, and Piper Laurie plays her crazy religious mother, and she's kind of overly dramatic, actually. You know, Piper Laurie's performance is like so over the top that it feels like she should be on a spoof of a horror film. And let's see, Nancy Allen plays Chris Hargensen, the evil bitch. She wants to get revenge on Carrie for whatever reason. And John Travolta is in his first movie role. Plays Billy Nolan, who is Chris's boyfriend, who's like the slave. Okay, and Amy Irving, of course, plays Sue Snell. She feels sorry for Carrie that you know, in the beginning they all play a trick on Carrie. When Carrie's having her first period and she doesn't know about it and she thinks she's dying, they all throw tampons at her and laugh at her and mock her, and then Sue starts to feel really bad about it. And the gym teacher, Miss Collins, she takes matters into her own hands and makes the girls, do all these sit-ups and warm-ups and all these. It's not really a punishment, is it? That's just PE. But yeah, even that scene is sort of almost comedic in itself because they're playing like some silly music and I don't know, it just feels really funny at that point. But really, the whole movie is like a sad Cinderella story. And let's see. Oh, there's like another girl that was in on the whole joke too. Her name was Helen, I believe, and she wears like these really big dorky glasses. How the hell is Helen more popular than Carrie? I mean, it looks like Helen should be Carrie. She looks like such a dork, and why is she picking on Carrie too? I mean, it's like, I don't understand that. How in the world is this girl more popular than Carrie White? Carrie White is actually pretty hot, sort of. Yeah, she's pretty hot actually. And then Helen, she looks nerdy and she's sort of obese, and she has like these big 1970s glasses. 70s logic. Okay, then so when Sue Snell asks her boyfriend, Tommy Ross, played by William Catt, who's the greatest American hero. I get that and Last Action Hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger, kind of mixed up sometimes. Awkward. So Tommy asks Carrie to prom, and Carrie at first, she thinks it's a trick. She should have gone with that first instinct, actually. And then, Tommy insists that Carrie go with him. But little does everyone know that Terry has telekinesis, the power to move things with her mind. Hold on, let me see. It's not working. I'm trying to move things. I'm trying to pick up the camera with my mind. Okay. Okay, it's not working for me. Sorry, guys. Okay, so there's a montage of Carrie getting ready for prom and all the guys getting ready for prom and PJ Souls getting ready for prom. PJ Souls was a pretty awesome secondary villain. She plays Norma, I believe, but there wasn't a Norma in the remake. Oh. I'm not supposed to talk about the remake in this review. Damn. Okay. Yeah, there's a silly montage and they play corny music, and there's even a scene where they literally fast forward its own movie while all the guys, Tommy and his friends are trying to pick out their tuxedos, and like the really skinny nerd trying to get his tuxedo. He says he hates ruffles and he doesn't have a tuxedo body. And then we get to prom night. Now the prom itself is really bright and beautiful and pretty and shiny, and it's a lot better than the remake prom. I promise I won't say anything else about the remake. Okay, so Carrie and Tommy get to the prom, and it's so suspenseful. Like, it's such a build up to what's about to happen. It's pretty slow. It goes really slow, and Tommy is really nice to Carrie and tells her how pretty she is, and they dance and they have a good time. And then Chris and Billy get there. Ooh, things are gonna happen. And then, if you didn't know, Chris and Billy put pig's blood above the stage. They slaughtered a pig like a few nights before, and at this farm. But it looks like Chris didn't really know that at the time that Carrie was going to be there, and Sue had her own agenda and didn't even tell Tommy or didn't tell Chris at the time about it, and then maybe she was just going to dump pig's blood on whoever was going to be the prom queen anyway, and it just happened to be Carrie White, so that was like a, kill two birds with one stone kind of thing, maybe. But eventually, they find out, like PJ Souls finds out later about, her Carrie going to prom. And then, somehow, Tommy Ross and Carrie White were the prom queen and king. And so they go up there, and everyone's clapping, like, really slow motion, yay! It goes on for like 4 or 5 minutes, and everyone's all really happy, and it's such a beautiful scene, and Carrie's crying because she feels like everyone loves her, and she's so happy, and then all of a sudden, pig's blood, lots of pig's blood. It's so dramatic. And that's when they play the Psycho theme also. They play throughout whenever she flexes with her mind to do the telekinetics. They play the Psycho theme, and that makes it more creepy. And then that's when the massacre happens. She closes the doors. No one can get in. No one can get out. And she kills people with fire hoses, and that's it. Yeah. It's like a fire hose, and then things catch on fire, and yeah. But it's the 70s, so they make it look cool. Because, yeah. But yeah, that scene really is a great, scene in the film, which makes it, a lot creepier. It all has led up to this moment. I'm sorry that I'm stuttering. And then Carrie goes home, and her mom has candles all over the place, and they play this really sad, scary music. And then Carrie gets naked, and she takes a bath and wipes all the blood off her. It looks like Carrie doesn't really even, at the time, she doesn't care that she killed all her classmates. And then later, when she's taking a bath, she kind of starts crying. Maybe it just then hit her. And so her mom, being the crazy religious freak that she is, she tries to kill Carrie because she thinks Carrie's a witch. Is she? Nah. And then, Carrie ends up killing her mom. She makes all the knives in the house go at her. And then it takes Carrie's mom, Margaret, forever to die. She's like, and then she kind of twists her head like that, sideways. And then it's kind of sad also, because when, Carrie, they play the music and Carrie looks sad, then she cries, and it's just a really sad movie, more or less. It's good, it's scary, and it's creepy, but it's sad, and it's classic. And it works really well. Not unlike the remake. I'm gonna kill myself. So, I give this movie an A+. It's probably the best Stephen King, my personal favorite Stephen King movie. And even the ending scene is pretty this was before, nowadays, something pops up and it scares you, and you can tell there's going to be like a sequel. But this was kind of before in the 70s when you could do it and it was scary. So yeah, the moral of the story: do not piss off a chick when she's on her period, or she gonna kill you. If you're a hot, pissed off chick with telekinesis who's going to the prom, call me.